Hi and welcome to another episode, and what we've got here is a Samsung Galaxy 5 Pro. I upgraded from a Galaxy Watch 4 Classic mainly because it would only hold a charge for less than a day, basically meaning every day you would miss out on checking what your sleeping pattern was like. Seems a bit worthless, quite frankly. So I was silly, sold that to certain shops in here in the country that a lot of people will know. They gave me some money. I sold some other stuff as well, and I've basically borrowed money from myself, like I always do, so that I can get this. Also, though, it was because Samsung some time ago messed up, and I had an £80 voucher from them. So I put that towards this. That's their own silly fault for making mistakes. As much as, I don't know, I like the phone, I like the earphones, I want to get fitter, I keep getting better, and then, like lots of people, give up after a while. So I want to try again. So we're trying for this one, because this on paper has 80 hours worth of charge. Less of the rambling, let's get this thing open. Dangerous knife, let's hide all my security numbers. No, social security numbers, but numbers that belong to me for this watch. Not that I think you can get too far with them. Can we do this one as well? There we go. Let's not be dangerous with the knife. Never want to cut yourself. Right, roll this over again. So we've got an unboxing. Now, while I'm doing this, I'm going to point out that no, you're not going to be get a particularly in detail, how many hours it really lasts for, and all that fun stuff of the checking for GPS and everything, because I'm not fit enough to even run around the block these days, never mind stuff. So you're not going to get all that fun stuff from me. There's plenty of other channels out there showing all that wonderful channel. But please do not suddenly cut away right now, because I want to show you the unboxing and I want to show you some other stuff. I find it funny that there's dust on it already. I was hoping there wasn't. Maybe you can't see that, but there's a fine bit of dust which I'm going to have to clean off. But we've opened it up. Now, I bought this colour because I wanted the more silvery looking metal to match the last one that I had. Now, different from this than the Classic, the Watch 4 Classic, is that the bit around the edge does not spin. It's stationary. And it's a whole millimetre smaller. So that's very, very small amount maybe, but it's smaller. So what do we have in here? Hopefully there's the charging dock thingy and everything. Booklets that explain things that you're never really going to take much notice of. Oh, that doesn't come out the top. Out of the bottom maybe. There we go, another box of things. There we go. Charging dock. Oh my. You never know if you're pulling things out the wrong way on these things. It's got stuck. It really has. It's got. What's it got stuck on? Some cardboard on the end. Oh. See? They made it fiddly. That's stuffed down some other cardboard. Right, there we go. So be careful of that when you're yanking it through, because the USB-C bit was wrapped around in there, so I've actually bent the cardboard a little bit. Right, so we need that out. I have no idea if this matches up with the same one as the Watch 4. I'm sort of hoping it does, because I've got a third-party dock that I use at night time for charging, or at least I was doing on the other one. So hopefully all that charging stuff's the same. So it looks sort of the same, slightly different colour I think. Maybe you can't see it on camera, but it's more of a metallic gun grey than black. But USB-C, some cardboardy bits that you can peel off to make it stuff. I'm probably not going to use this dock, so I'll put that across there. So let's take this out of here. Try not to show my handsome face all over the thing. Right, move this over here. I took this colour, as I say, because of the silvery looking edges. I do like that rather than just completely black. Rotate it to the side. It's got a bit of cardboard protecting this bit of metal. I'm not really too sure why that's even there because it's inside the other box. Now the way that they have it for fastening is that you slide it through. I showed before it goes in there. It sure does, but what you need to do is actually pull it away because it has a strong magnet. You line it up and you tighten that on there, and then you slide your wrist in and then you close it on your wrist. That's the whole idea. So it can be a bit fiddly because what you need to do is figure out where the tightness is for you. Getting there. A little bit tighter for me personally. Lock it into place again for the little flat bit there. There we go. That's simple really. So you don't have to keep doing it all the time, so it's actually quite a nice way of doing it. Personally, I've never had a watch strap that works like that before. But what I want to do, on the other hand, I want to use a different strap, because basically the leather one that I bought extra for the Watch 4 should work on here. We'll find that one out in a bit. And the realms of things, yes, you've got the measurements. I'm sure you've looked at all the reviews. What 45 millimeters instead of 46, the same way it was on the Watch 4 Classic. So it's a little bit smaller. In the chunkiness of it though, whoa! I mean, have I got a bit of there we go, bit of measuring thingy. There we go. Look at that, chunky old thing. In the realms of, so you get an idea though, a micro SD card. I mean, there's the edge, and it's nearly the length of a micro SD card is nearly the thickness of this watch. It is overhanging, you can see, but even so, that's a chunky old watch, that is. Now the bit that I want to talk about in doing things, because as I say, if you want all the different stats and everything, plenty of other channels are doing that. For me, it's fitting this. So thank you for sticking by instead of just darting off somewhere else. It's this. Not sponsored by these people. Mainly because I don't even know how to say the name. Spigen. I bought their screen protector for the Watch 4 Classic, and the reason I did, because I took a punt on it. You get 2 in a packet. And the reason I took a punt at buying them is because you get this gadget and you basically line it up, you push through and boom, done. So you mess around with the packet that they have. Shows how to do it. You get kind of a spludgery thing. But dust removal, you get a couple of these. You get a colloquially known as a glasses cleaner, and it shows you how to do it on a mobile phone, but it's basically the same idea. You take a dust remover sticker, so in this case you can take a smaller one, and you go blip blip blip, because I said before when I opened the box there was actually a little bit of dust, which was probably floated in as I've opened the box. I believe that's all the bits of dust that I saw now gone. And I put that over there, and then we've got a cleaning wipe, 2 of them, one for each application, because there's another one over here if you do damage it at some point. But I had the other one for nearly a year. So if you've ever been to KFC, you know what these are. They don't smell like lemon though. They actually smell an awful lot more chemically. Whoa. There's some strong waft of alcohol, pure alcohol coming up your nose there. Right, let that dry off for a moment, which is pretty much instantaneously because it's a very thin layer of alcohol. That's that. And then we take this, we take this bit here, so it says remove, so you take this off, and I think that's a bit silly that they do it that way, because it says remove it, but then on this side it says step 1, step 2. That should be step 1. It's a bit confusing. Right, but you make sure you've got it all lined up properly. Press down around it like this, and then you press here, and step 2, remove from here. There we go. And there we go. Perfectly put screen protector, he says, with a bubble in the side. So we get the black spludger thingy, wherever that's hiding, and you push out any bubbles. They also have their own YouTube video on how to do this. I'm just showing you how easy it can be. There's a few more steps than what they actually say, and I think they've got the ordering a little bit the wrong way around. Taking the back off should be step 1, as I say. And there we go. So I've done this straight away so that even before I start using it, I don't accidentally nudge it, I don't actually knock it against a door handle or something like that. So there we go. Let's turn it on. You can see all the camera and everything reflecting up top there. But as you can see, it's a really nice way to apply a screen protector instead of trying to level it up just right. There we go. Turning on. Booting up for the first time. Can I get into the app on my phone, which I'll do while the watch is still booting up. Select a language. English. Yes, that's the one I want. Yes, I'm in the UK. Restart. While doing that, maybe I'll tidy up around it. by tidying up, I mean moving bits of plastic and stuff out of the way. Out of the way for now. So much reflective. It is doing the little blue dots spinning around. Zoom in a little bit, I think. There we go. Come on. Tilt it to the side a little bit, you might be able to see it. It's very nice and clear for me, not a problem. And as you saw, it was dead easy to be able to select stuff with my finger. It's just taking a while to boot for the first time. Which is some things that some people don't show you for real time. This is how long it takes. By all means, you get finer detail about certain aspects of the watch, but to get going. Come on. Class myself as quite a patient person, but there we go. Welcome. It's calling what it is. It calls itself an NN4W. Get started in the Galaxy Wearable app on your phone. Things like that. So be careful about making an emergency call. You don't want to be doing that unless you really need to. Add a new device. Put my phone down. I'm going to blur this bit out because that's my Galaxy Buds headphones. You don't need to know my name. Right, so we click the Galaxy Watch 4 Pro. Checking number on your watch. That's what matched up. Downloading an update for it. Let's zoom out a little bit so you can see everything else that's on the screen. 110 megs. I don't personally want to send diagnostic information back, but up to you. I'm okay with automatic updates though. Stay connected over Wi-Fi or tell the Google Cloud Sync. Don't need to know anything about my usage and stuff. Yeah. Yep, fine. Your choice of settings are different for you, of course. Doing this all in real time. It's getting the information through Wi-Fi at the moment, granted, but even so, this is how long it takes. I'll get my Google account info, which I'll have to blur when it does pop up, or pixelate, depending what I choose. Signing with my thumbprint. What does it recommend for different things I have on? It reckons I should have Shazam. Don't know why I'd want that. a Coleco Talk Messenger, energy anti-stress loops, ooh, cardio, heart rate monitor, comment bike, and GPS hike trails, Calm, Fitboard workout fitness, Strava, run and ride hike, sleep cycles. I think I'll decide what I'm installing at a later time. Continue. It's got update from the watch that I had before, so yes, I'm quite happy for that to go across. Oh, I don't think I'll put the settings across because it's just a brand new watch, and the settings may well be a little bit different. Actually they're so old now anyway, they probably don't matter. Yeah, I'll keep that one away. So I'm restoring. Up to you to choose what you do. This is what I'm doing. Next. I don't actually have a mobile plan right now for the watch, so I have to skip that one. I did have one, but the way that it works with the telephone company I'm with, it's £5 a month, but it's a whole different telephone number and things, and I was wanting it for assisted GPS, but with the way things are at the moment, doesn't really seem worthwhile, since I've always got my phone with me anyway, so I'll not bother with that, even though that this particular one is capable of doing the LTE. So this whole time the watch has been saying check your phone to complete setup. The other bit of stuff you can see in the background is actually the display from my video camera. See, that's where you can see it moving around. It says this can take a few minutes. Again, I'm doing this in real time, so feel ready to skip. It's just to let you know how long it takes. And there's the default screen, or face rather I should say. So again, I'm going to have to blur up here because it mentions my name. It says starting. Take your tour of your watch, so we can click start. You can, let's me move over here a little bit now with this. Swipe down from the top to open a quick panel. Swipe up to go back to the watch face. For apps, swipe up from the bottom and swipe down to go back to the watch face. So there's the notifications from the side. Tap to open any notifications. Swipe right from the swipe right from the edge to go back to the previous screen. There we go. And then swipe right from there. There we go. For tile, swipe left. So those are the different ones. Press the home key to go to the watch face from any screen. And that's it. Don't miss a thing. The orange dot indicates new notifications. Get more tips and review the manual. So RTFM. Nice way of saying it, but yeah, that's what it means. Now, the one thing that is different in this watch is that it actually has an active compass, which you can turn on. So if there's anything else you'd like to know about this watch from me, leave a message in the comments down below. But I'm going to leave you there really, because as I say, I don't know the ins and outs of everything. So let's take this out of the box. Yes, I put them all away nice and neat. You can see it's definitely been used. It's actually a bit discoloured in the realms of just general use. But there's some kind of nice leather stuff to make that all look the same. But to make this easier, I'm going to open this up. Actually, maybe I can just do it this way. There's a little springy bit you use your thumbnail on to pop it open. There we go. So there's the original strap. Put that to one side so it doesn't get damaged. This is the bit I always get confused of which bit is which. This goes over here, I think. Put one side in. Pull the thing down. I'm being put. Yep. There we go. Bit of wibbly wobbly, and it finally does pop in. I really hope I have got this right round. It's a bit fiddly. There we go, that's popped into place as well. So there you go. Unless you want a brand new one and you've had the Galaxy Watch 4 Pro, we don't need to update it. So even with the brown screen or face that it's got on there already, seems to be doing pretty well. I'm happy with the colour of it anyway, because I don't think anyone's going to really notice that this side's got quite dark compared to that side for whatever reason. But this is my personal taste. So if I may well get other ones, make it look more sporty or something like that, but depending on where I'm going and what I'm doing. My main purpose though is the screen protector. That's working nicely. You know, it's dead easy to still do everything on it, especially now that it's actually on my wrist. I can see what I'm doing. And let's hope that the battery time on it when it's fully charged does mean I can actually see how horribly I sleep at night, because I do have problems with that, but that's a different violin to play. So yeah, as you can see, I've dragged this out now. I'm not sponsored by them, I really wish I was, but I recommend you get one of these for your watch. I'll leave a link down below for them in Amazon, so at least you know what you're looking for. But apart from that, check the description for the subscriptions towards Discord and Patreon. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, like and notification bell. But as always, happy gaming.